I shudder when I hear the hackneyed and strident line that life writes novels. Let's be clear, if life wrote novels, there'd be no such thing as fiction. Literature may be on its last legs, but its infirmity is due not to the historic ascendance of life over literature, but to literature's own self-destruction, brought about through the earnest efforts of the very people who propel the literary process. The avaricious publishers, laggardly editors, wish-washy critics, unambitious readers, and authors lacking in talent but greedy for fame.
First come the migrants, and then the markets. After a time, the ethnic food markets disappear, but the migrants, do they stick around? The number of Bulgarians in the Netherlands is clearly on the rise. 2 Bulgarian markets have opened recently in my neighborhood alone. And as to those with a Balkan tooth, they have famously deep pockets as far as food is concerned. They'll happily shell out €1 or 2 extra to satisfy gourmandish nostalgia. The markets sell Bulgarian wine, kebabche, meat patties, cheese patties, banitsas, pickled peppers, cucumbers, cupolo, pinju, lunitsa, and sweets that look as if they've came packaged for aid to the malnourished. They're all beyond their shelf dates.
So here we are. We've broken through to the end. We've reached democracy's nadir. The more protests there are, the less effective they become. The more channels there are for sending messages, the less the messages are heard. We are all denizens of Hyde Park, each of us with our right to the speaker's corner. Political language has lost the impact of faith and conviction. It is emptied of meaning. People organize themselves by herd instinct to the left and to the right, believing that thanks to the left wing or to the right wing, they'll keep their job or find a job or maybe retire. The language of political protest has lost its muscle. Protesters come and go. Slogans, nudity, flowers and hair, women's bare breasts, the living Jesus on the cross, self-immolation, the Hong Kong umbrellas. All of these flash through the papers and across screens and quickly sink away into darkness. Maybe we should have listened 20 years ago to what the peasant women at the outdoor market were saying. The newly ensconced Croatian authorities in the early 1990s introduced many changes. Among these, a brief disruption to the daily life of Dolac, Zagreb's central outdoor food market, by sending armed guards in special uniforms to patrol the marketplace. The peasants who came to the market to sell their wares, women from the villages near Zagreb, selling homemade cottage cheese, cornbread, and fresh eggs, did not appreciate the presence of the uniformed guards. When the boys in blue showed up, the women signaled to one another, "Girls, watch out. Democracy is coming. Time to go." More than 20 years have passed between the line, "Girls, watch out. Democracy is coming. Time to go," and the lyric, "If only democracy would pass so we can live again like people."